What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Main Issues. I'm Al Taylor, also known as the Act 24, here with the one, the only, the greatest, the Dragonborn, DJ Williams. We got a great show for you today. A mother served 15 years for not reporting child abuse, while the father, who actually did the abusing, only served 2. Then, an 8-year-old was forced to be strip searched to visit her father in prison. Then, in lighter news, people are seriously cloning their pets now. And you yourself can literally be Jesus Christ in a video game. All this and more on the Main Issues. How you doing, DJ?
Doing all right, man.
You were a little late today.
Yeah.
What was going on with that?
I finally got a hold of Jedi Fallen Order, man. I was playing it. Lost track of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
So you feeling it?
So far, I mean, I didn't get that far into it because I started playing it when I text you. Actually, what time you wanted to start today. So, yeah. So I had about that little bit of time in it. Shit really started getting good when I just happened to look and see what time it was, and I was just like, oh, fuck. I gotta go. So,
I gotta go.
Yeah, it was but yeah, it was pretty good, man, so far. And I've played just about every Star Wars game there is, and they really all over the place. Like, some really hit, some really don't. This is definitely one of the good ones. So, that's good.
So you out here playing video games instead of coming and doing the podcast.
Hey, it wasn't on purpose. I'm definitely gonna be playing the rest of the night. That's another thing, though. So,
did you buy the game?
No. Oh, I got it out of Redbox. Because I was dropping my nephew off somewhere, and we were waiting on. I was dropping him off to someone, and we were waiting on that person to come at this gas station, and I just happened to park in front of the Redbox. I was like, let me see something. So I seen it, and they had... Man,
I forgot Redbox even do games.
You and me both. So they had Jedi Fallen Order. I forgot how many days it was for one day, and it's like $7 for 3 days. And then below that, it says own for $39.99. I said, man, hold the hell up.
This game just came out.
Yes. It's what I'm like. Has it even been a month yet?
No, it's been like 3 weeks. It was...
And not to mention, it's not like it's a trash game. This is one of the top games right now. $39.99. I said, shit. I will be coming to Redbox to get my games from now on. And it's probably a price drop because, well, no, I can't even say that. I was going to say it's probably a price drop because you don't get a case. But shit, you don't get it when you download it digitally either. And it's still $60.
Right.
So, hey, Redbox, whatever y'all doing, keep it up.
Wow.
So,
because you would think they'd be wanting to keep the game to be able to rent it out to more people rather than just make $40 on one person.
Right. But nope.
Because it should be a lot of people rent, or maybe that's the reason, because people like us don't know that you can rent games, or don't remember that you can rent games from them. So maybe they're not renting them out enough. So they're like, well, we'll put them for sale.
If that's the case, then ignore everything I just said. Redbox does not have any games.
Yeah.
Do not need them prices.
I'll tell you one thing, that's way better than my GameFly subscription.
The GameFly,
even the bottom tier is like $10 a month.
Oh,
well, I guess you get to keep it for the whole month though. This was how many days you said?
Well, you rent it for 7 days. I mean, you rent it for 3 days for $7, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 3 days. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So. Never mind. But you get the game right then and there. You don't have to wait for it.
But you can buy games from GameFly, so how much do they charge?
Sometimes they're discounted, but most of the time it's not that much of a discount. I put them with I forgot what the store was called. GameStop. I put them along with GameStop. Like, their discounts, it's barely a discount. Like,
normally at this point, I would say something along the lines like, shout out to GameStop, but fuck GameStop. Straight like that.
Which, of course,
thieving asses.
They're in trouble now. But yeah, I finally canceled the GameFly subscription today. I sent back the the 2 games I had rented that I still never played.
What wasn't one of them Call of Cthulhu?
Yeah, it's an Inspired game, The Sinking City.
Oh, okay.
And which there was a Call of Cthulhu video game that like was barely decent at all, but The Sinking City was apparently better. I wouldn't know. I hadn't played. Owned it for 7 months or so. I looked and it was like June 20th. I rented those games.
You ain't even fucking touched them things.
Didn't even touch them.
Were they even installed on your system?
Yeah, they were installed.
Okay, well,
I actually recently uninstalled them because I needed space. For the other games I'm not playing. For the Outer Worlds and Call of Duty, Modern Warfare.
Oh man, I found out you can't play that campaign co-op. I could have sworn you could.
What?
Yeah, I tried to play it with Reggie, and I couldn't play it. You can't play it co-op. There's a co-op mode, but it's
a different thing.
Yeah. So I didn't know that.
Job, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised you couldn't. I could have sworn I heard that you could.
Me too.
But nope. Even when he was playing, it would tell me what he was playing. I tried to jump in, it wouldn't let me jump in. And then when I was doing it, I was looking for an option to invite somebody or anything like that. No, it was nothing. So
man, I gotta look
unless I'm
into
doing something wrong, somebody let me know in the comments. But nope, can't.
Real quick about GameFly though, they made it so hard to. It was just like, you know how you try to cancel stuff and they be like, oh, now we'll give you a month free if you stay and stuff. It had stuff like that. It had stuff like that. So it was like 5 different screens I had to click through to cancel. And then when I got to the last screen, I decided not to cancel at the time. Like after I had just put the games in the mailbox, I was like, okay, they gonna be there soon, so I can go ahead and cancel. But that thing said, if they don't have the games back in 7 days, they're gonna charge you the full price of the game. Actually, it was like the full price of the game, or I can't remember what kind of price they were calling it, but it was some kind of price, a replacement price, I think it was. Okay, yeah. Or a replacement price, which is higher. What do you mean, which is higher?
They probably make money off of that too, because it's probably a lot of people that lose them. The mail system ain't 100%. Well, nothing's 100%, but the mail system ain't perfect.
Exactly. So. And that's why I was like, well, I'm not going to be canceling today. And the thing is, and another screen before that said, you've already paid for this month. You still have 20 days left or whatever. It's like, if you cancel now, you lose these days. Why? And I get that you need to send the games back, so some of that time needs to be allocated towards that. But really, you should just still let the account be active until
I guess they
the
don't
month
want to risk
is completely
you not
over.
Having the games while your subscription is canceled. Which I don't know why, because they're still gonna have your information on file. So if you don't send them back, by the time your thing cancels, they just charge you again.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. I've sent the games back. I already put them in the mail. But I can't hit cancel right now because I don't know if you're going to receive them in 7 days or not. Because I can't predict the mail service.
Right.
But I already paid up till, 20 days later, up till the end of the month or whatever. So it shouldn't matter. So
why are they trying to pimp you on them 7 days?
Yeah. It should be like, if your service is, once your service period is over, we need the games back within 7 days. That's what it should be.
Right.
because then I would have just canceled right then and there.
Sound like
I wouldn't have been worried about it.
Sound like GameFly ain't playing.
Yeah, they just want you to worry about it, because I could have said, well, I'll wait till the games get back, and then I'll forget. And I did forget. When you texted me about Redbox, and I was like, Redbox? Oh, I forgot to cancel GameFly. And then, of course, I looked, and the games still weren't there yet. And then it was like the next day they received one of them, and I was like, I sent it back at the same time they got one of them. They probably gonna get the other one in a day or two, so I went ahead and canceled. So I'm free.
Free at last.
Bye $20 a month. I could have been saved $25 a month.
Sheesh.
Yeah, for the 2 games. You get 2 games a month.
That's two games a month, and that's the thing about GameFly. That's why I ended up canceling mine, because I was like, like after a couple games came out, I was like, I don't want to play anything else actually. Like nothing else. Well, I was really looking forward to, so I was just like, I cancel it. When other stuff start picking back up, I'll do it again.
Okay, well, let's get to the stories. These horrific stories. So, a mother served 15 years for not reporting child abuse. But the dad who did it only served 2 years. And he was actually only sentenced to less time, even. Yeah. It wasn't just that he got out earlier. She got 30 years. And he only got sentenced to 10.
Oh, shit.
And he was convicted on abuse.
Yeah, he admitted to being the abuser. He was beating on her and the kids, but...
Yeah, and it was understood that she was...
Yeah.
She was a battered woman.
Still.
So it makes no sense. So she served 15 years of that time, and finally they decided to release her because there was some advocation. And how does this happen?
The only way I was able to kind of think about what they were trying to do was that a lot of women don't be wanting to lose these guys, which is beyond me, but love is crazy. So I guess they were trying to force people to come forward about abusive spouses. But the thing is, when you in these kind of situations, you fear these people. So, granted, again, I see what they were trying to do, but again, you fear these people. You're scared. You don't want to do anything to set these people off.
Right.
Furthermore, he was beating her and the kids. The kids were, they were barely kids. I think the oldest was 1 or 2.
Yeah. No, yeah, the oldest, but the abuse case was for 3 months old.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The oldest one was 1 or 2, and the 3-month-old was the main reason they ended up getting into it.
Right.
Yeah, he was breaking their bones and everything. What the hell? That dude had some issues, and he got 2 years. Even if you only gave him 2 years,
they gave him
10 years. He served 2. But even if you only gave him, no, I can't. No, never mind. There's no reason. There's no way around it at all. But no, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She pleaded guilty to not. If she pleaded guilty to not to failure to protect, failure to protect, and he pleaded guilty to being the abuser, but he still got less time. How the hell does that happen? Now,
how does that calculate?
Now, granted, I still don't agree with it, but I could see if they gave them the same amount of time.
Yes, that goes along with your argument, which is saying about they want people to want more women to come forward about abuse, or want more people in general to come forward about abuse. So if you're getting the same sentence as the abuser, then that is, enticement to report them, but not 20 years more. I cannot picture the courtroom. This woman is 35 now, getting out of prison after 15 years.
She was 25 when she went in.
She was 20 when she was 20 when she went in.
Oh yeah, you did.
Because she was 19. I think she was 19 when it happened. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
How you sit up here and look this woman? I'm guessing it was. I'm quite sure it was different cases. Like they weren't being tried together. I don't think.
Okay. I guess that makes a little bit of sense. I mean, stuff like that does happen sometimes, but still, I still don't see how that happens.
Yeah.
But even still,
I could see if she was on like a child abuser get off, or something.
Right? And even still, how's a child abuser get off like that?
Yeah, that's also ridiculous.
What the hell is going on in Oklahoma?
I'm quite sure he'll have to register on the offenders list and all that. Yeah,
well, child abuse ain't the same as fucking sex offenders.
Say what?
I say child abuse. Registering on the child abuse thing is the same thing as a sex offender thing. Nobody's looking at that like that. I mean, so
that's true.
Any girl you date, if she has kids, she might look into that. But I know people check the fucking child sexual abuse, sex offender thing on like a regular basis to see who the hell live in the area, who you working with.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? I'm forgetting. Like this is not a sexual offense case.
No,
this is just abuse. So yeah, he's just been walking the streets all this time,
beating
up more kids.
Trying to crack a little joke, but I mean we know it's not funny. But just
yeah, this is a hard one. I don't even know what to say. Like I was baffled. I mean,
you and me both. I don't understand how this happens, and again. How the fuck this is happening? I know I keep saying it, but I'm so confused. Even further, what, like you said, she probably didn't, unless she had like several offenses, but shit, what did he have? And like, I was trying to look into it. No one says much of anything about him at all.
I don't see anything about her having like previous offenses or anything like that. By the way, the girl's 19 years old. She was 19 years old.
Right.
Getting battered.
By her boyfriend at the time. And then, according to an attorney, Megan Lambert, this is not a unique case in Oklahoma. A lot of these women who are in these same boats usually end up getting more time than the guys who are doing the abusing.
Right. I had a figure here. Says here between 2009 and 2018, 48 people have been convicted of failure to protect in just 13 of Oklahoma's 77 counties. According to Lambert, in 14 of those cases, the women got longer sentences than the men who were actually convicted of child abuse. So it's like this is not new. This is business as usual.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't want to keep saying, but how the fuck does this happen? What? Yeah, apparently it's a big women's rights thing right now there because they're trying to figure out why this happens.
Should be.
Yeah, because this is. I know people always talk about stuff being unfair, but this is way unfair. Like, sheesh. Again, same amount of time I get. But that difference, especially if it's 9 times out of 10, it's usually the guys doing the abusing anyway.
All right.
So,
and I also other things I'm wondering, like, does that vacate his parental rights when he went to jail for the abuse?
That's a good question. I didn't even think
I
about
mean,
that.
did he get out in 2 years and go
find his kids? Well, no, they aren't his kids. It just says, the article says it was her boyfriend.
No, it said her father, or at least in this one, not her father, but the father of the children's father and her then boyfriend, Robert Braxton, received a 2-year sentence for breaking the ribs and femur of their 3-month-old daughter.
Side note, I got my info from CBS. You got yours from BuzzFeed. Why the fuck you got more information than me?
I looked at both. And that's why I like going to different sources, because
well, I was just trying to get the information for the podcast, because you always end up going a little deeper in it.
Yeah,
but still,
because I like to have information like that.
But still, that stuff you're getting specifically off of BuzzFeed. Why the fuck CBS didn't have that shit? Your CBS, step your goddamn game up, man. Shouldn't be getting your ass kicked by BuzzFeed, maybe by Fox or NBC. BuzzFeed, come on, bro. I'm fucking up. But anywho,
and I like CBS,
right?
CBS
And
Sunday
I only
morning,
looked into it because that's why I saw the video from. So I was, let me see if they got an article, and I got my information off of there. But look, we telling y'all too much business. But then, but nonetheless, like what the hell? But yeah, and apparently Oklahoma also has the highest incarceration of women anyway. Like Oklahoma apparently just don't fuck with women.
Wow. I don't even know what else to say about this. Just stop it.
If you're a woman and you live in Oklahoma, get the fuck out. Don't break no laws by accident or on purpose.
Hide your kids. Hide yourself. Because they prosecuting everybody out here. All right, moving on to the next one, which when I heard this one, I thought that's as bad as I'm going to hear about this week. This is ridiculous.
Shout out to Cloud.
Yeah, Cloud once again. An 8-year-old girl was strip searched at a Virginia prison. She was told it was the only way she could see her dad.
Man, that sounds like the beginning of a hentai. that sounds like some straight hentai shit.
I mean,
that's a hentai scenario all day long.
that's like doujinshi. That's stuff you can't even pick up in the regular stores.
No.
What?
If you don't know what hentai is, ask your local nerd. I'm not going to say what hentai is on this podcast. And I'm not telling you how to spell it.
Anyway, this 8-year-old girl, she came up to the prison with her father's girlfriend, not her mother. And when they got there, dogs were smelling something on them, apparently, and so they were told that they would have to be strip searched. The girlfriend asked, does that mean you mean she's gonna have to be strip searched too? And the officer went to his higher up and asked about it, and that guy told him that yeah, you need to strip search both of them. 8-year-old girl.
Do they have the authority to strip search children?
He did not. The guy who gave the word to do it, he did not have that authority. But according to their regulations, they did. That was required.
Fuck that.
In their rules, in their rule book or whatever, they are supposed to strip search all parties,
no matter age.
No matter. It doesn't say anything about the age.
Of course, it doesn't.
And that's what happens when you have these overarching rules that just are gaping holes. Like, it's just, you can't cover everything with that. You need to. How did nobody think of this situation?
I couldn't have been. I would have got fired if I was a guard. I'm not doing that shit. I'm like, bro, we about to be all over social media. I'm not touching that kid.
No way.
You can do it. I'm not touching that.
And I'm not gonna be in the room watching.
No, I sure ain't. Look, a little girl, right?
Yeah, girl.
Nah, y'all better get all female cops on staff and get them to do that because I'm not doing that shit. Hell no.
Right.
If y'all don't have any, then oh well. Guess you just go home. I'm not strip searching no child. Just send them home. Okay, so the dogs detected something, right? The dogs reacted.
Yes.
So did the dog react to them, or did it react to the girl, little girl?
It just reacted to them.
Look,
when they came in.
Strip search this lady. If we don't find nothing, then they just got to get the hell on. Because I'm not. We ain't checking them little kids in here. Y'all go about your business.
Yeah.
Nope, y'all can't see them today. One of y'all got something, and if it's a little girl, I'm not about to be involved in that bullshit, that media mess. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Nah, I'm good. I'm all kinds of good. I would have never.
Yeah, it's just they were. I don't know, and I don't know what the girlfriend was thinking. Letting that happen, like there's not much information on them.
They probably slammed her ass down some stupid shit. We already talked about how wild cops is these days.
Yeah, but I would have just been like, I'm out. Oh, you got to strip search her? Oh, nah, we gone. I'm sorry, you not seeing daddy today.
Yeah,
it's over. And this
that's traumatizing too.
It is. She's traumatized. The mother says, because she texted her mother, her actual mother, as soon as she got out of there, apparently, saying that she said, "Hey mom, am so mad the jail had to strip me with all of my clothes off. This doesn't make no sense." Like, imagine getting that text message. I'd be reading that a few times. I'm like, what the hell do you mean?
Throw the whole prison away.
What? It's baffling. another baffling one. And like you said, everybody involved is to blame. I don't want to hear well, my superior said that I had to do this. Hell no. Hell no.
Job ain't that hard. Job ain't that hard to find.
I need to commit
your whistle.
Yeah.
The flashlight, this fucking belt.
I'll be like,
shit.
So you
can
want
have
me?
Badge? I'm not.
You want me to commit this felony right now just so she can see somebody?
You call when shit like this happens? Like you call
what you
like
mean?
If the mother wanted to trip about this, who do you call? Like, I want to speak to your manager. Who?
Right.
The warden, I guess, would have to be. Or look, man, I don't know. Somebody need their ass kicked for this.
Yeah.
Like, straight up, that's crazy.
And they gonna cover it up.
Yeah, they gonna try to say some stupid shit.
Yeah, because
the child was overpowering us.
Yeah, because not even that. They're just
she was resisting.
They can probably say it just didn't happen. Who knows? Even if they got footage, they have the footage.
Yep,
and they
have the footage.
And it might somehow disappear. And really, that footage, footage shouldn't be existing of a negative 8-year-old girl.
That's a good point. That's a whole nother thing too. Shit.
And when I'm first reading this, I'm thinking is this like an elaborate scheme just to get images of this little girl naked? Because I'm like,
that also sounds like some hentai shit.
What?
But nonetheless, you make it a good point, man. It's correct. That's wild.
All right, I don't want to talk about this too long. I just wanted to let y'all know that happened. Let's get to some lighter stuff,
please.
So, I didn't know about this. I didn't know this was. I knew that the technology kind of existed, but
I had no idea.
People are cloning their pets already. There are people who have cloned pets in their home.
What? Yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying like they were cloning in the house.
No, they have.
Oh
the
yeah,
coons
okay, yeah. That's why I was
the
like,
house.
what?
No. I don't think it's that advanced yet. Where you got the 3D printer in the van and just load up the DNA.
Let's see what these pit bulls look like.
Oh man, I didn't even think of that aspect of it. Man, okay,
we ain't there yet. But well, then again, they 3D printing body parts now, so we ain't that far from it.
Oh yeah.
Well, they 3D printing organs. It'll probably, but
word.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Organs.
Yeah, I don't know how far along, but they're doing it.
Like mechanical organs? What do you mean organs?
Like if you need a liver, they'll take your DNA and make you a liver.
Not on a 3D printer.
On a modified, yes.
What?
Again, I don't know how far it is with it. I don't know how far they are with it yet, but yes, it is a thing. It is a thing they are doing.
I'm actually a lot more interested in that story. You should have brought that up before. Like, what?
I mean, this old thing. I
don't understand how you. I mean, I guess you already put like mechanical stuff in your body, so I guess some kind of plastic liver or whatever. Man,
I guess if you can make it mechanically, you can make it.
You can make people perfect.
Well, you do know that Chinese doctor scientist that fucking modified the DNA of them babies did disappear a few weeks ago.
What?
Yeah. He's a Chinese doctor scientist, whatever his title is, but he genetically modified some babies for somebody, which is outlawed, period. No matter what country you're in. He did it. He's disappeared, but he did it last year, year before last. Well, I heard about it.
Genetically modified how? Trying to make some sands?
Probably. But
people are like, what the hell?
I don't remember.
Sayings?
I don't remember the. Everybody know what a saying is,
right.
But I don't remember what it was. Like I said, this is an old thing, and plus this is not the topic we're supposed to be talking about. But
yeah,
but he did, and like a few weeks ago, it was reported that he's missing, and no one's found a body. No one's seen him anywhere. He's just fucking vanished off the face of the earth. Which we all know where he is. He's in some government facility, probably making the perfect soldier.
Okay,
probably making an army of perfect soldiers, but. I mean, hell, we got the DNA modifications, we got the clonings. God damn it, shit, let's do it.
I was thinking almost the exact same thing.
Just take the Star Wars out the title, and we got the Clone Wars. Baby,
yep.
There it is.
We already there.
But yeah, so like I said, when I came across the pet cloning thing, like I said, that's not a new thing either. But I was like, man, that's crazy. And I looked into it, and you looked into it, but. Of course, let's rephrase and say people are cloning their pets. Rich people are cloning their pets because this shit is not cheap.
Yeah, they're going to these companies. There are multiple companies doing this, and
that's the part that baffled me.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not surprised one or two do, but how many did you find?
I actually only found 2.
Okay.
You said you saw a third one.
Yeah, but it turned out just to be the process they used.
Yeah,
or something like
it
that.
seemed like it.
Right.
That was what the process was. Vector building.
Yeah, but yeah, if you go to myfriendagain or myfriendagain.com or viagenpets.com, you can find out how to get your pets cloned. Now,
and of course,
when
all these links will be in the description as always.
But when I was looking it up, I found out that they pretty much only do dogs and cats. But when you were looking it up earlier before we started filming, you found out they were doing horses as well, which now that makes perfect sense because horse breeding is big fucking business. And that didn't click in my head when I was looking at it.
Viagen Pets is doing horses.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, so apparently the process is you get some of your pet's DNA, they have it on file, so if anything happens to them, they can clone them. But it also say you have to have it beforehand? Because I was reading that you could do it after they die. You'd have to do it fast. You'd have to get them that genetic material fast after they die, but you can do it after they die. But if you got the money to fucking do it in the first place, why would you wait that long?
Yeah.
If they're either when they're dying or if they're sick, you can dead or sick, you can go ahead and give them the genetic material.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's supposed to be like a skin sample or something.
I forgot which one it was, but one of them it was like $1,600 to just for them to keep your DNA on file, which that price doesn't seem terrible to me.
Just to keep it on file, no. But shit, when it's time to go all the way,
$50,000.
Yeah, $50,000 for dogs,
because
$25,000 for cats, and
because you can't let shit go.
Now, my only question is, do you have to train the dog again?
No, I have loads of questions because I'm not exactly sure. Like, when you clone it, is it going to be the dog as it was, or are you going to get a puppy? Like,
I glanced at the process because I figured it would come up, and apparently they just rebirthing them.
Yeah,
they just using the DNA, putting it in the embryo again, and like just basically rebirthing them. So it sounds like you have to start from scratch.
I did see that it said they will share all the same traits and will have in like things like personality and stuff will carry over.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
That is not a hentai plot at all. That's some horror movie shit. Matter of fact, didn't Pet Sematary remake come out this year?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I heard it was good though. I didn't see it either, but I heard it got good reviews.
Oh, okay.
Which, these remakes, especially horror movie remakes, never get good reviews, but I heard good things.
Not necessarily. It was also a hit.
Yeah, but that's 2 out of how many?
Quite a few.
But,
I think they finally figured it out.
And they been figured it out. Stop changing shit. Everybody want to see the same shit again. That's it. Stop changing stuff. You're bad enough you fucking with our nostalgia, and now you fucking, I want to put my own vision on it. All these fucking egotistical ass directors and producers. That's not what if you want to make money off of something that already made money, make the same shit again. Just of course it's gonna be updated, but
I don't know that I agree with that.
If it's off of a book, you can make it more accurate to the book. But other than that,
yeah.
I mean, look at it like okay, how about like compared to Star Wars? These don't have anything to do with the last Star Wars movie. These are sequels, and people are still bitching. It's not as good as people want to see the same shit again. Not everybody, but at least the loudest motherfuckers want to see the same shit again.
Well, I wouldn't say that much because people's complaints about The Force Awakens was that it was basically repackaged A New Hope.
But, okay, see.
There were some similarities.
I mean, there was, but.
And I like that about it. I like how we got to movies from cloning.
Star Wars did the clone thing first. But even still, it's funny. We are talking about cloning and we're talking about copying the fucking same movie. So, good segue, I guess. But it's funny how they saying it's kind of repackaged, but what origin story doesn't fit that same mold?
Yeah.
I mean, with the exception of the teacher that knew your parents or whatever, but it's only but so many ways you could do an origin story, and that's only a handful of different ways, and that is it.
Sure. Well, for me,
that's not even talking about how many superheroes had fucking dead parents.
Yeah. I mean, that's a prerequisite for being a vigilante in the first place.
Everybody parents dead.
Speaking of that, you say you caught up on Watchmen.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So not spoiling, but
hell no, we spoiling that. We spoiling that. If you plan on watching the Watchmen show, skip. I don't know shit. I'll put it in the I'll put it in the thing. Skip however many minutes, or give us 10 minutes. That'll probably be your best.
Video version. I don't know if I could. I mean, I could put it in the description, but they have to go down there and look, and whatever.
Y'all are there.
Which you trying to spoil? Because I was just gonna say how Regina King's character is the Batman of the show.
I figured that out when she kicked that goddamn door in.
Yeah.
No, she didn't even kick it in. She broke through the door. She literally put her foot through the door and proceeded to rip through it. And I was just like, well, what the hell is going on? Yeah. So, but like
witnessing.
But what you told me before, you were saying, wait till you get to episode something. What did you want me to see? It was
like episode 5 with Hooded Justice.
Yeah. The truth behind Hooded Justice?
Yeah.
That wasn't expecting all of that.
That is incredible because it really fits into the comics because Hooded Justice was an unknown.
Oh, he wasn't even.
Yeah, he was not known. Like he was in the Minutemen.
I mean, yeah, I know that part, but
nobody knew his identity. Nobody knew anything about him outside of crime fighting,
except for one person.
And he just disappeared one day, and it was heavily rumored that he was homosexual. So that they didn't just add that. Like,
I mean, I figured I didn't read the comics, but I figured they didn't just come out of the left field with that. But wait, it was heavily rumored in the comics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It didn't seem like his wife knew, though.
No. I mean, I'm quite sure she didn't know.
Yeah, it didn't seem like she did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I'm all caught up. So Regina King's character, like they showed like her past. Shit, that little girl could not catch a fucking break.
Yeah.
You watch your parents get fucking blown up. Then your grandmother catch a heart attack when she's trying to take you out of the fucking sweatshops in fucking Saigon. Oh, wait, where were they? Was it Saigon?
Vietnam.
Man, what the fuck? She literally put you in your stuff in this cab. Y'all about to leave, and she fall out, going walking around the goddamn cab. I said, "Oh, get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, because we were thinking like when me and Tiffany were like both saying like, why is she not around now? And then she fell out. I was like, oh.
And you know what? I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking she probably died because she's old when she's a little girl. But I was thinking, wait, if she's leaving now, didn't she say she met her husband there? And then the grandmother fall out. And I was just like, oh, fuck. Oh, the husband. That part I won't spoil. I won't spoil the thing about the husband. That was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting it until they started teasing it, which is something I dislike about this show. And maybe
I've heard that a lot.
Maybe it's because I won't even say it's because of that. I was going to say maybe it's because I have, a little more information from reading the comics before. But it's not even that in some situations. They're just like really foreshadowing way too much. It's just like, just let it happen. Stop saying this little hinty stuff here and there. Like, I'm catching it all. In
fact, I was watching a YouTube video and it was saying that fans are complaining that they didn't read that the show was relies too heavily on hints too much to people who read the comics, but they were also saying it's kind of a good thing if you're watching it and you didn't because of that stuff.
Yes, I was.
So wait, what foreshadowing did you see for him to be revealed as?
No, they were just talking about it before when True, the scientist, is talking about memories and stuff, and how usually no one actually has complete memory loss when she's talking to Angela about her husband or whatever, and she's like, well, it happens, and saying like he has complete memory loss. I'm like, oh, it's strange they're talking about that right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's something that's gonna come up later. And then as soon as they started talking about Dr. Manhattan being among them again, it's like, Oh. I was like, y'all just blew that.
Well, see, and that's the thing for me. I didn't put that together. I originally was thinking, oh shit, the little boy, because the little boy got powers. So I was like, oh, is it the little boy? And so, something made me not think about.
Wait, what little boy has powers?
Their son.
Does he?
Yeah, he was floating the whole thing. You didn't see him floating that. He was floating like the Lego, whatever the fuck that was he was building, but he was floating it. He was levitating it the whole time he was making it.
It was my interpretation of that scene that was a device, but I guess now that you say that, I guess he could have been doing that. I didn't even see anything that looked remotely like a device that was around. It was just him sitting on the floor playing with I don't know what that was. Was he making that with pins or something? Yeah, it was just like a bunch of
little pins,
needles. But with all the, all the technology they have and stuff, it's a contemporary show. It's supposed to be 2019, but they have different, different devices, but a lot because of Dr. Manhattan,
right?
And the main thing he was doing, the thing that made him Dr. Manhattan, was intrinsic field generator, which could be on a smaller scale, could have been doing that kind of stuff. So that was all I got out of it, out of that scene. But I guess you could be right. I have to watch it again.
Yeah,
you're probably right.
We're both gonna have to watch it now because I could have sworn the little kid had powers, but
because the whole thing with Watchmen is nobody really has powers. The only person who had powers was Dr. Manhattan, and Ozymandias is iffy. It's just like, it's like they'll be taking hits or falling or whatever. It seems like they're stronger. Like I can't remember.
Like they even mentioned
maybe Ozymandias did have super strength or something.
They even mentioned at Hooded Justice, they were saying that your strength is supernatural.
Right.
So I'm thinking certain characters probably do have like a little bit more, like maybe nothing as out of the world as Dr. Manhattan or something, but just a little pinch. Because like if you think about like Spider-Man, he technically has super strength, but it's nothing like what fucking Venom would have, or like Superman, or hell, a bunch of other people for that matter. But it's just like a little pinch. So I guess if you say something like that,
but I think it's just never explicitly said as far as I can remember. But it'll be like people will be lifting like heavy stuff, and it's like, do they have superpowers or what? Like, what's going on? But Dr. Manhattan was beyond, and it's a pretty good show.
It is, man. Yeah. It is. It's definitely more racial than
a lot more
expected it to be. I was not expecting that at all.
Charged than I was expecting.
Right, and then like I'm looking up the stuff about like the comics and stuff. So, which it's not too far from the comics did always tackle certain things and cover certain things, but I just didn't. I didn't know that because the most I know about it is from the movie. But so
which is a fairly good measure. I said this before on the show. The movie cuts out a lot of the dribble in those comics. Half of it is an autobiography. Like literally.
Of who? Rorschach?
No, of the original Night Owl.
Oh, okay.
So the Night Owl who is involved in the original Watchmen, the one who is the current Night Owl, he's the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember he goes to visit him.
Yeah. He goes to visit him in the movie as well.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay. No, that was more of a question because I just forgot. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he
Which was that his father?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure. He didn't seem like it was his father, but
he just he just admired him, and when he decided
I can see why.
to be a
basically fucking
crime
Batman.
fighter. Yeah. But yeah, what was I going to say about the movie or the book? Yeah, but half the story is actual just reading through snippets from his autobiography. Hollis, I forgot his name.
Not important.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell me, but I won't remember.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the pet cloning thing, yeah. For rich people.
Oh, my God.
The pet cloning thing is for rich people. So if you got $25,000 or $50,000 to blow, go right on the head. You know what? And I have a question. We are forcing animals to go extinct. Why the fuck we aren't doing something about that with the cloning thing?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, maybe they're working on it. Reading through these websites, they're saying like these clones live just as well lives as the originals and stuff like that.
Are they sterile? Did it say anything about that?
It did not.
So again, why the fuck?
It did not.
Aren't they doing that to save some of these endangered animals? Because it's not like it's not like these animals are endangered for natural reasons. They're endangered because we fucking shit up.
Yeah.
And I mean we as in humans, because I personally ain't doing nothing. But why the fuck they aren't doing that?
I don't know.
I guess because fuck the world's ecosystem is not worth $25,000, $50,000.
People ain't paying. Yeah, people not paying.
Man.
People are willing to pay for this.
But
I would like to have some numbers on how many people have done this and are doing this.
Right. The only way I could see myself doing this, even if I had the money, like I could have been fucking Bill Gates, I wouldn't do it unless I just had like a really rare dog or something like that.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. I wouldn't want that. They live their life just like anybody else. Because if we really start doing this and getting used to this, every time a person dies, you don't want to clone them.
Right. What's that movie, Fifth Day, with Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's about cloning. It's about human cloning. Watch Fifth Day it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. Decent sci-fi. It's not too sci-fi actually. It's mostly just Arnold Schwarzenegger doing what Arnold Schwarzenegger does best.
That title doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, apparently it's apparently Fifth Day is the name of the law they implemented to stop people from cloning people. It's called the Fifth Day Law, and they don't specify why they call it the Fifth Day Law. Well, yeah, apparently the head of like cloning or whatever, he's been cloning his wife, and it comes out when his wife catches some disease. I'm guessing they made up for the movie, but it's something, she dies from it, but it's something only children can get. But she's an old lady just like him, and it's just like, how the fuck is this old lady getting a child's disease? Like, it's strictly you can only get it if you're a kid, and it's not deadly, but because she's so old and she's getting it. So yeah, so that's like one of the things. And of course
she's a clone who's an age.
She's a clone of a clone of a clone.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently she kept dying, and he kept bringing her back. And he also had another thing that lets you transfer memories over. So I'm guessing she remembered. So like the last time, she was just like, don't even bother.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep happening. So.
Right.
But
that's interesting. I have to
you
look
ever
into
seen
that one. I never even heard of. I seem to recall a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where it starts out and
he gets his pet cloned in it too.
He wakes up from a nightmare, doesn't he?
There's something like that. Like he kind of wakes up from like a dream or a nightmare or something. Does it have like is he like a helicopter pilot in it?
Yeah, I think so.
Over like snowy mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. That was definitely Fifth Day then.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen the beginning of the movie like on TV.
That's the beginning.
Or
it
something,
comes on all the time.
and it was like an ad. I think it was an ad on the TV, like when he woke up of, get your dog, get your pet cloned or whatever.
Yeah, they call it repets when you get your pet cloned.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I do recall.
Which is the first thing I thought about when I heard about that clone and shit. And I was like, it's like fucking Fifth Day. Didn't know that was a thing. Except that was like a regular thing. They went to fucking, it was like PetSmart for them.
So that brings up more questions. Like, when you get the DNA from the dog, presumably you probably weren't thinking of this before. And like, what if the dog already has a disease? Is that dog likely to have that disease again?
Sounds like we might need to email my friend again, because these are questions we can't fucking answer. I don't know. And I know some people with money. I don't know nobody with fucking $25,000, $50,000 money to just throw on a fucking pet. Shit, no.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody like that.
Yeah, but there are people out there who just throw their money away on.
Again, I can see it if you have like a rare pet, like a rare dog breed or something. Like if I had like a Tibetan Mastiff and he was like gold or some shit and that never happens, I'd want one. Or like if I had a black lion, that'd be cool. If I had a black lion, I'd get it cloned. I don't know if that's a real thing. I seen a picture of one. I don't know. Probably Photoshop. Shit happens all the time. But regardless, if I had one, I'd definitely clone that shit if he was dying.
Okay, so you pro clone?
Hell no. I'm pro clone. Again, if it's I'm not gonna say I'm pro.
Both ways. You can't have it both ways.
God damn it, I can have one. I can have my cake and eat it too.
No, you can't say you're okay with cloning and then be like, well, you need to.
I don't mind the process, but my only issue is what I said before about the endangered species. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're gonna do anything then with this shit, then goddamn it, do that. Because again, they're not getting endangered from natural selection. They're getting endangered because we're fucking killing their environment and they're dying. Mm-hmm. So, but
are those endangered species more important than my precious little dog I've had since I was a child?
All these little shoe-sized fucking dogs and ain't gonna fucking live past the apocalypse.
And you got all
Fuck
these
them dogs.
You got all these dogs, these other dogs who are, begging to be adopted, things like that. And you going out and getting your dog cloned. Of course, right now it's not really an issue because it's highly expensive. It's not going to be too many people doing it.
As everything goes, it will get
going
cheaper.
To get affordable. Yep. When they're able to do it on a mass scale, it will be cheaper.
And another thing about the human cloning thing, if that gets cheaper, what's going to stop that? Because everything has an illegal market. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Clone Michael Jackson, clone Prince. I'm okay with that.
Really? Michael Jackson? Okay. I guess you're a fan of...
Joe, let's see if you can do it again.
You must be a fan of our top stories.
Top stories? Wait, I don't get the reference.
Anyway.
What's the reference? Of our top stories? I don't know what the reference is.
We got kids being abused, 8-year-old...
Oh, our top stories. I'm thinking you saying like a YouTube channel title or something. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't condone
can't forget that this can happen again. He's still going to be the same person.
I don't condone the actions of Joe Jackson, but Michael made some pretty good damn music, man.
We ignoring the actions of Michael Jackson?
Hell no.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
No. And speaking of which, I say that if the first child who said had something happen to him, If his dad would have did what the dad's supposed to do and whoop Michael Jackson's motherfucking ass, there wouldn't have been no Child 2, 3, and 4, and 5. It would have stopped right there.
True.
I mean, publicly whoop his monkey ass. Oh, Michael! Hey, everybody. I mean, some straight out the fucking, you touched my damn son? All it took. One public humiliation of an ass whooping. That's it. Granted, but it probably would have most definitely got fucked up. Because if you bodyguard for Michael Jackson and somebody get a hit in, I better not be able to recognize this dude when we get to court. Otherwise, all y'all motherfuckers getting fired. It's bad enough he hit me, but bad enough y'all didn't rearrange this motherfucker's face. So,
you know, this actually reminds me that because Macaulay Culkin was involved in some of the cases.
Don't you say that Dave Chappelle joke.
No, I'm not gonna say. No, I'm not even talking about that right now.
Okay.
I recently watched Home Alone for the first time.
Whoa, huh?
Look, I didn't recall anything in that movie. I swear I've seen Home Alone before. I swear I've seen it before. But when I was watching it, it seemed like the first time. So I'm like, this is the first time I've seen this movie because I don't recall none of this. The only things I remember is the hijinks with the burglars. That's all I remember. And I think what it is I've seen Home Alone 2 so much more. And I don't know that I ever fully watched the first Home Alone because Home Alone 2 was more popular when I was a kid because it had just come out.
Well,
Home Alone was always would be on TV and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think 2 was more popular because it was Christmas. I mean, technically they all take place around Christmas, but 2, like, really, he was in New York and it's Christmas every fucking where.
Yeah.
So it actually looked more like a Christmas scene, so they always pimp it out as a Christmas movie. Even though they technically, all 3 of them do fall on Christmas or around Christmas.
It's only 2 Home Alone movies. Forget those other movies.
The third one was good. Actually, there was technically a 4th, but I don't even see that on Disney Plus, so I don't know what happened with that. But,
yeah, and yeah, but they were both definitely Christmas. The first one is heavily a Christmas movie, so I had to disagree with that.
He spent Christmas alone.
But still, it's Christmas, and no, he doesn't spend Christmas alone. They make it back
in time for Christmas?
On Christmas Day.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna argue with you. You just saw it.
Yeah, I just saw it, and here's my thing with the film. The film is so well written. The way events happen is I couldn't appreciate this. Like, if I did see the movie, maybe I did see the movie, but I wasn't like watching it like I'm watching it now.
Okay, yeah, of course.
So it's like from the moment the movie starts, it's putting everything into motion. It's not like these things are just happening. It's not just like they got on the plane and left him at home. Like they just up and left him. It's these little things that happen that allowed them to forget him. It's like he gets in a fight with his older brother, spills soda all over the table, on their passports and presumably the plane tickets, and the father is quickly cleaning it up and ends up throwing his ticket away. So that's why they didn't have his ticket and his ticket and passport, because he tossed it away.
I don't even remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't be looking at stuff like that, but when I saw the scene, I was like, oh,
I've seen that movie as an adult. But even then, it's not. I haven't been watching it. Like I said, it'd be on, and it's background noise mostly.
Yeah, and the reason he's left is because he got in trouble for that, and they put him upstairs. They put him in the attic where he was supposed to be
that was
sleeping.
turned into a bedroom. That was creepy as fuck.
I mean, a lot of people have attic bedrooms.
That don't mean they should.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of people in the house. It's 15 kids in the house.
Dude, that part I definitely recognized when I was watching it as I was older.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, everybody's fucking living off of this. That's horrible.
No. They were visiting.
No, they weren't.
No. Most of them were visiting. They have like, I guess it's like 5 of them. I can't remember, but they had cousins and stuff visiting because they were leaving out for.
It didn't look like that.
Well, they said they were visiting.
They said they were visiting. Okay.
They said they were visiting.
You just saw it.
I just saw this movie. I'm quite sure they were visiting.
This is a big ass house, and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they had to share rooms and stuff, and that's why Kevin was in the attic. He had to give up his room.
Speaking of which, that I don't think the size of that house from the outside adds up on the inside.
Interesting thing about that, it was filmed in a studio. They rebuilt the set. They rebuilt the set completely. Nothing in the house is shot in the house. So it's typical. Understandable that stuff is looking bigger because they needed a bigger space to be able to place cameras and stuff. But the house seemed pretty big to me. So exterior scenes, of course, are the actual house for the most part, but then the inside scenes is a set they built in a gymnasium, which is another reason which is the reason I was watching the movie, because there is a series on Netflix called The Movies That Made Us. It's a spinoff of the Toys That Made Us, which is also a fantastic show.
Never heard of either one.
Yeah, it was a great Power Rangers episode too.
Those are definitely Toys That Made Us.
Yeah, but The Movies That Made Us, and it has people involved in the production of the film. It's a whole documentary
actually a cool
about
concept
it.
for a show. So it's basically just like iconic toys and shows on both of those things. Well, iconic toys and movies on those things.
Yeah, so it's like a I Love the 90s format.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I'm glad you remember, because every time I've been like saying that to some people, I've been like, "Oh, you should watch this." It's kind of like I Love the 90s. I don't recall that.
Most I've ever watched VH1. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But anyway,
it was
a lot of information on that, so it really made me want to see the movie. And so all that stuff falling together. The older sister is supposed to be counting heads, and she's counting everybody out.
She counted a little
Buzz
ass neighbor.
Buzz interrupt her, and that's how her count gets off. And it's just great. And they're late to the airport, so they're just rushing onto the plane. They're not looking at who's all there. The mom asked, "Did you get the count?" It's like, "Yeah, I got everybody." And she was so uppity about it, it's 5 boys, 3 girls, 2 blah blah blah, and I'm like, "I got it, Mom." No, you forgot your little brother. And I was bawling in tears by the end. I'm talking about boo-hoo crying.
I was about to say something, but I guess that is a pretty emotional scene at the end.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's always that kind of stuff that fuck with me. The emotional stuff, or the emotional scenes, or like the powerful scenes. People dying, all that stuff. It don't do nothing for me.
Right. Right. It's
grandma caught a heart attack. All right.
It's the happy stuff that get me.
Yeah. So
that's what get me. Catharsis gets me. Like,
that's a new word for me.
Just means that every. It's just a resolution, having everything resolved, like reconnecting with your father.
Right. Yeah.
Like that whole thing is. Oh, it hit me hard. Right. It made me feel like calling my dad. Like,
And it's funny you say that, because for just for an example, for me, like during Avengers Endgame, Didn't cry when Iron Man died. Everybody was in tears at the theater. It didn't bother me at all. But when Spider-Man gives Captain Marvel the glove, and it's like, oh, you got to make it over there. And he was like, I don't know how you can get to all those people. And they're just like, oh, she got help. That hit me. That fuck with me. But like I said, all the other shit don't do nothing for me. Like Iron Man dying. All right, hurry up.
I didn't.
Just take too long.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like? I mean, don't get me wrong. It definitely didn't make no fucking sense. The bitch literally just flew through several spaceships.
That was pretty
with
much
her
my whole
fucking
thing
head
with it.
first.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she didn't need nail bit of help from them.
Right. Granted, I get how Spider-Man probably could have missed that and all the action, but she don't need help from nobody.
And
I'm pretty sure all these people don't add up to
I
being
didn't really
stronger
like
than the goddamn ship.
I didn't like the whole scene. I mean, they could have had all the women there and just have it happening organically. I didn't need the comic book cover. Like I didn't.
Dude, that is a poster for every little girl in America who watches this kind of shit. That's what that was.
Yeah.
This is a fucking poster scene. I guarantee you, if you go to Walmart right now and go through the little poster thing, that shit is going to be in there.
Yeah.
It's a fucking poster. That is a poster, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Okay. I just felt like it was a little unnecessary, but I'm pretty sure
it definitely was
unnecessary.
And plus, it paid homage to it's an all-female super group with the superhero, with the women, female superheroes. I forgot what it's called.
Supposed to know this stuff. You the Marvel expert.
I wouldn't say no expert, but the group has a name, but I don't remember what it is. It's not. I mean,
I knew the name. I forgot.
See,
you know,
shit. I didn't read it. I don't know.
Women teams are so forgettable.
Oh, that's
no.
You are on your own. I don't know how many female listeners we got, but I'm not jumping on that.
I don't know why I keep thinking it's like the A-Team. I keep thinking it's like, not that it's that, but it's something like that. It's like,
is it the V team?
I don't think so. No. No. Something squad. I don't know. Yeah.
Estrogen squad?
We wrapping this up. All right.
Oh, man, that was stupid.
Oh, remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and all that. Anything possible you can do to show that you mess with us. And subscribing. When you subscribing to YouTube, you need to ring that bell. I gotta remember to start saying that like everybody else. Ring that bell, slam that like button, and ding-a-ling that bell. Forget that last part. Anyway, we out. We'll see you next time.
Adios.